Left tackle college and got here right tackle, and then second year moved to left guard, and then third year moved to center. And so they slowly moved me further and further away from the money.
That's how you know you can do it all, though.
Yeah.
You gotta have brains to play center, man. All the things you have to see and recognize, and to be able to do it all, and to have the confidence and the communication. And people don't understand it. It's like playing quarterback. Come join Danger Talk with Daniel and I. We're having a lot of fun talking about the Hawks' life and more. Can't wait for it. It'll be a great season. Let's go.
Danger Talk Season 3, Episode 7. I'm your co-host, Daniel Mogg, and we are going on to Week 8. How is it Week 8?
It is crazy how
That's
it's
crazy.
Week 8 already. And we got my guy, the one and only Justin Britt.
Let's go.
The star center for the Seattle Seahawks, which is huge.
How are we doing, guys?
We had to give the O-line
It's good to
some
see
love,
you.
man.
So, JB, tell them where you're from. Give them a little background about you. I know the fans know you already, obviously. You're the main guy up front, but kind of tell us, just a little background where you're from, man.
Sure. So I grew up in Missouri, went to the University of Missouri, played 5 years there, got drafted here in 2014, second round. Grew up military. My dad was in the military, so I lived in Alaska, Kansas, ended up in Missouri, so was born in Kentucky, so kind of been around.
You've been all over. So your dad being in the military, what did he do in the military, first of all?
He was with the artillery, if I'm not mistaken. He shot tanks and stuff. And so
That's
so
pretty
it was pretty cool.
Does he have crazy stories for you?
Some, but I try not to dig into his world.
Yeah.
It might be a little insane.
Yeah, I hear you.
And you were a high school wrestler, too, right?
Undefeated All-American. but
Undefeated All-American.
It's not that
Undefeated All-American, but not that big of a deal.
Wow. What weight class were you in?
heavyweight.
Okay.
Heavyweight.
Okay. I want to see you wrestle Russ or
No,
you know?
it's not. I like it when he beats up the defensive lineman. That's always good.
There we go. So we had an unfortunate game this weekend. You guys looking to bounce back. You guys want to just maybe quickly share your thoughts and.
Well, I think we missed on some opportunities. Obviously, I think that it was a tough game. It was tough
Pouring
battle.
rain.
Well, it was raining, but it was raining pretty good. But I think more than anything else, it was a battle back and forth. Two great teams.
Yeah.
And that could be a matchup. Hopefully, we see down the road.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things that was back and forth. It really, the score was 13-13. And then pretty much going into the fourth quarter for the most part. So we had some opportunities I think we missed there. We could have made some plays here and there. Obviously them taking the interception back, that hurt. But still the reality was it's still just 13-13. And we were right there in the midst of it all. They made one or two more plays than we did. And so when it comes down to big games like that, it's finding a way to make one or two more plays, we weren't able to do that. They had the ball for a while in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
But we'll bounce back. We're excited. It's a new week. It's we had Tell the Truth Monday, we call it, and now it's a new week going to Atlanta, which is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Playing there, and they're a really good football team when they do right, and they got a lot of talented players. So we're gonna have to be exceptional, play exceptional. Playing on the road is always tough, and we've been playing on the road really good so far. So hopefully we can definitely do that.
You guys both played with Earl for a while. It was a little strange seeing him on the other side there.
I'd be IDing the defense. And I would just see a little C-29 run across. But it was an honor playing against him. He was on our team, one of the best. So to be able to go against him, I was just looking forward to having the opportunity to block him, which I didn't get. So I'll be looking forward to another one.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously Earl's a special player, special friend. So, it was a tough battle going back and forth for so many years in practice, and then doing it in the game. So, I thought he played great. He made some really cool plays, and he's a good player. I thought, but I think that for us, the focus was just trying to find a way to win the game.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we didn't that time. But they had a great team, so it'll be hopefully we get to see him down the road somehow, some way.
Yeah. And let's talk about your guys' relationship because it's pretty integral to the offense. Now, you came in as a guard and then switched to center. How was it?
Came in as a tackle.
Tackle. That's
Yeah.
right. That's my mistake. I messed up my research.
He actually played tackle, yeah. He tackled in the second Super Bowl.
Yeah. Left tackle college and got here right tackle, and then second year moved to left guard, and then third year moved to center. And so they slowly moved me further and further away from the money.
That's how you know you can do it all, though.
Yeah.
You gotta have brains to play center, man. All the things you have to see and recognize, and to be able to do it all, and to have the confidence and the communication. And people don't understand it. It's like playing quarterback. You gotta really have a bit of you got to be able to tell people where to go and how to do it and what we're seeing and how we're playing, and to talk to the other linemen and everything else, and diagnose things so quickly. I mean, he does a tremendous job of it. And there's only so many guys in the world that can do what he can do. And he's been doing it at a very, very high level. Think about it, going from playing left tackle in college and then going to the right side. People don't understand how hard that is. Left tackle to right tackle is a completely different position. You got to work your footwork a lot different, and everything else. The type of players that are coming from each side are a little bit different sometimes. And then going for guard and then playing center and then having to make all the calls. You got to be on your stuff. And he makes it. We have fun. He makes it easy on me. We have a lot of fun while doing it. It's an honor to play with him. I think about certain guys. You think about Peyton Manning and Jeff Saturday.
Right.
He's my Jeff Saturday.
There we go.
So it's just been cool just to play with him for so long.
That's not my name.
But yeah. So my guy Justin, though, he's been with me for a while now. So we've had a lot of fun and won a lot of football games. So
had you played center up to that point when you switched, like before ever?
No. Mizzou had me snap for like one practice in the spring, but it didn't go well, and so it didn't last. But
what happened? Like when you say it didn't go well, what'd you do?
I just couldn't figure out how to snap and block at the same time, and one would go well, the other one wouldn't. So it was a bad mix. It was a bad mix. But once I got here and the first time that I practiced center, we were doing one-on-one pass rush, and Coach Cable, Tom Cable, he told me to go up there and get a rep. I'm like, all right, cool. And then Meebane steps up. He's like, I'm gonna go. I'm like, oh man, come on now. And so the first one didn't go well, but I kind of got the hang of it, and I liked knowing what we're doing. I liked the ability to run the show up front and say, all right, we're going here. And without a doubt, I knew. So I just had to communicate it and get used to it, but. It's definitely a privilege, to still be here, still doing it.
So talk to me. You got your Cardinals hat on here, right? Are you a big baseball guy?
I'm from Missouri, so I had to buy a Cardinals hat, but no, I don't watch baseball.
You don't watch baseball, so you're not into.
Is that in the World Series?
It's a good playoffs. It's gonna be a good World Series.
The last baseball game I watched all the way through that I didn't go to was when the Cardinals won the World Series. With Pujols and David Freese.
Pujols can hit, man.
Yeah.
That was the last game I've watched on TV.
So do you know who's playing in the World Series right now?
Yeah, it's the Nationals and the Astros.
So you do know.
So he
knows a little bit.
He knows what's
up. So do you know who do you think's going to win?
The Astros.
The Astros
it's the Nationals' first time, right? So
yeah.
But I don't know anything about baseball, so
a little bit.
Pure guess.
Yeah, the Astros got good pitching. My guy Verlander. I grew up with Verlander, so our family did and everything else. My brother played with him a bunch, and then Justin Verlander's younger brother Ben. I used to play with him. We used to be on the side of the park while my brother and Justin were playing all the time.
Throwing rocks, causing trouble on the side.
Justin was from Goochland. I was from Richmond, the west side of Richmond, and Justin was from Goochland. So we were always around each other all the time. So I always loved watching him pitch and play. I
want to talk a little bit about. We've talked about your pregame ritual before. How you're want to be calm, cool, collective, but Justin over here is like he's getting ready to hit some guys and be really physical. I just wanted to see kind of the differences between your guys' pregame rituals. I've watched you before. You like to play catch. I know before get some touchdowns.
Yeah, he wants to play quarterback. That's the thing. He really wants to play quarterback. He wants to drop back and sling it. But so we don't have any trick plays for you to throw the ball, unfortunately.
No, not yet.
But could you walk through maybe what your pregame ritual is, and we can kind of compare it to Russ's?
Well, I love driving to the game, just kind of from the hotel to the stadium, that kind of get in my zone, if you will. But got to drive to the game. When I get there, when I go on the field, it's me and Roos. We'll go out there and play catch and start doing some, outlandish things and just kind of getting lost in the football world. You just got the stadium around you. There's no one. Your phone's in the locker room. It's just you, the football, and in this case, Jordan Roos. And we're just sitting there throwing against each other. We'll do things we'll see how many times we can punt directly to each other. We'll see who can make a drop kick field goal first. We'll see who can throw the furthest, which was
You're winning
rough.
all of these, or what's
No, I mean, Roos is pretty good at just holding the football on the ground and with a straight leg kicking the ball without letting go of the football.
Wow.
Yeah, right? Sounds
You're
impressive.
saying he's extremely flexible.
Yeah, extremely flexible, but somehow. But, I mean, we just get lost in the world. And then I go in and, take some pre-workout to get ready. And then, I feel like I'm always one of the first ones to get dressed just because I in my mind, I'm like, go ahead and get your stuff on. That way you can just sit there and you're not rushing at the end. And so, but
Meanwhile, I'm the opposite.
Yeah. I mean, it'll say quarterback's supposed to go out at 12:25 and 12:28 comes around and I'm sitting there like, we're not going to get any snaps off today. But, I mean, it is what it is. Getting ready for a bar fight, but I'm not a rah-rah guy. I'm kind of get all my energy in, take all the pre-workout that I need, and then just kind of bottle it, and then hone it in and use it when you need it. But I found a way to just be relaxed on game day and just be chill and just enjoy everything and go out there and play free and just don't try hard, just play.
This ball.
I think for my routine, I'm actually kind of similar to that. I mean, I don't go out there and just try to do field goals and stuff.
Yeah.
But for me, I do love the drive in, going to the stadium or the bus ride, having my headphones on, just kind of grooving to music. I'm a gospel music guy, especially on game day, so it just kind of brings me just to be thankful, for the day. I think just being thankful is everything, and just how far I've come and where I am in life, and just that's kind of always been the case for me. Just trying to, thank God for the opportunity. Then I get into the stadium, just to walk into the locker room. It's game day. The cameras are around. Okay, let's go play. And I do my warm up. I do a routine every time. Do a routine. I got a lot of great young guys that are out there catching for me and stuff like that. And so JU's out there, or Sua's out there catching. You got Gary Jennings usually, just different guys. Swoops was out there last week. So, yeah, a bunch of different guys catching the football for you, which is always cool. And,
Then you'll catch a pass. I've seen a couple
yeah,
times.
and then they'll throw me three. I'll catch one down the left sideline. I'll run a post. I'll catch that. And I'll go down the right sideline. Just get,
Hey, we've seen it before. You never know.
You never know. But I do like, just playing the game of football. We saw me running some routes this offseason.
We've
I
seen
can
it
run some
before.
routes. I can round them up. But then from there, I always throw the ball in the end zones just to get used to throwing touchdowns. Just visualize throwing a bunch of touchdowns, and then from there go inside. I start getting dressed and getting my tape on and everything else. Come back out for the quarterback set. This is when Justin's saying it's 12:25. I was supposed to be out. But usually it takes me a second and say, okay, I want to make sure I have everything because this is probably the last time I'm really gonna be able to make sure I have my everything ready to go and making sure I have my wristbands on, all that. So finally I get out there and I get to work with this guy, and we used to exchange the football for a second, this is a good football every time we say that.
You got to appreciate the ball.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the ball. And then from there, do our just our normal pregame team warm up, and then it's game time. It's game time. It's the best day we get to do is play the game of football. So that's always fun. So. And
Justin, you're always barking something when you come out the tunnel. Are you barking the same thing every time? You got a new
Whenever
phrase.
it's the sinners?
You and Joey and. I'm always out. I'm getting ready to take your picture when you come out, so I can't always hear what you're saying. But I know you're always barking something.
Yeah, whenever I leave the locker room at that time, that's whenever like the nerves start to come from the stomach and they start to work their way up, and they're coming out in words. And so like for me to be able to control that, I usually, let out a big yell or something, just like kind of like a, get out of me. But no, I always yell, and I'm like, what day is it? And Joey's like, game day. And then that's just kind of the, like here in the state, the VMAC, we got an I'm in sign. That's kind of our center. Good. I'm in, like, tell me what day it is. And it's kind of mentally, I'm checked in.
That's cool. I didn't know you guys did that.
Yeah. It's always, I hear JB's.
Those intricacies are so cool, though, like what a player does, just knowing what he does, on a game day or even for practice, and just tapping in and just visualizing success and just having those routines. I think routines help us. am I superstitious? I'm not superstitious. I just believe in great habits.
Right.
And just getting your mind ready, getting your body ready, getting your soul ready to go do whatever you have to do in life, and obviously this game, and and I think one of the best things too is just seeing my kids after the game. Unfortunately we didn't win last week, but I'm going out into the car and then getting out to the car, and I was putting my bags in the trunk, and the kids were coming down the elevator.
Yeah.
And as soon as the elevator opened, they Future, and then seeing them, they're full speed running, and just seeing them run, and then number 3 jerseys and everything else, and then Future give me a big hug, and then Sienna, jumping on me. That's just freeing. It's freeing. So I know you got kids too. So like, what's like? I mean, I just think about like what kids have meant to me and my life and Sierra's life, and just how much perspective that gives us. But what about you? I mean, I know you're such a good dad, but how is that for you?
I mean, they've definitely changed my life. Ever since my daughter was born in college.
Yeah.
She was born at the time whenever I was coming off ACL surgery, and she was born a week and a half, 2 weeks after the surgery. So I was in a dark place mentally, but I knew I had something to look forward to. I just didn't know that her being born was going to be the reason why I did everything from that point on. And then my son comes along, and he's the complete opposite of her. She's this feisty, rah, like all this energy, and he's just, hi, I'm Miller. I'm sweet. And so like it's amazing, and I can't wait to possibly have more in the future. I think my kids are everything to me, and like you're talking about, we didn't lose or we didn't win this past week, but it's like they don't care. They don't know any better. So it's kind of they're kind of the way the world should be. Is the way they think.
I think that childlike heart that they have is. I think about that, and I was exactly what you were saying. Just seeing Future and Sienna just give me a big hug and just run up, and just after a tough loss, just the love that they show. It's if we could all love that way,
right.
If we could all love our friends, our teammates, or our business partners, just our kids, just others, our loved ones. Just it's amazing just what kids can do for you. What perspective they give. And it's been the greatest blessing in my life, just being a stepdad and just, learning that, just to learn, like, that's true love, I think, to be able to love someone that's biologically not necessarily yours, but just to be able to love them fully and just be so connected. And then obviously having Sienna and just the miracle of, it's God's greatest miracle, is having birth and as having life, and how much He cherishes us. And so I'm just grateful that God's graced me with 2 amazing kids and Sierra too as well, and just be able to spend that time with them is everything, So I always look to him. He's always such an amazing dad. Just how he does things. It's always funny because our kids actually go to the same school too.
Yeah.
So just taking them, like on Tuesdays, I'll take my kids to school, and I'll take Future and Sienna, and I'll drop them off, and here comes Justin. He's
I just see Russ walking up the sidewalk with Sierra, and I'm like, no way. Like, I roll down my window like, hey, how's it going? And then I leave, and I wonder, like, does that happen? Like, am I like the 4th person to do that to him?
But yeah, so it's funny just just taking the kids to school and just spending time with them, just those quality moments. It seems so small, I'm sure, to most people, but we're here at the facility every day.
How do you guys
all
manage
time.
that?
So I think to be able to find your time to make sure your kids are the priority, and your relationships and stuff like that. I mean, me and Sierra do date nights. I know Justin does some date nights.
Shout out to my wife Alicia.
Yeah, so
there we go.
We do some date nights and stuff like that, and so those times, those quality moments are everything. So
I want to talk about. I've only heard legend of it. I've never been to one or seen it, but this O-line dinner that happens each week. I mean, do you guys just like order all like the meat in Seattle and eat it all, or like what happens at these O-line dinners?
I mean, first of all, it's crazy how much food these guys eat. The bill afterwards is nuts, and but it's always a good time. Just I don't know. I call it fellowship. Fellowship. Just getting together. Just spending that quality time on Thursdays. We usually do it on Thursdays when the game's on Sunday, and so. But it's been cool. It's been a cool tradition that we try to do, and just we just have fun, and usually there's a game on too. So
Yeah.
And then sometimes we try to bring our Apple TV if we can't connect to the game.
We've had a bad run the past few handful weeks of no TV with cable. It's like it's unheard of in 2019.
Yeah, it's 2019.
So now we got. So sometimes I think we got to start bringing the Apple TV on the road with us, you know, to the restaurant just in case.
Just in case.
Because we want to be able to watch the game too.
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
Thursday Night Football, we got to do our job. Too.
Yeah, you got to.
But yeah, it's funny because like it's always interesting like who's gonna eat a lot and who some people order extra desserts, take them home.
Yeah.
So these guys can eat for sure.
I bet they can.
But we every week someone new pays for the bill, and they also get to pick where we eat. And so if person A picks from the Met, and person B picks from John Howie, then person C picks from McDonald's, that wouldn't be right.
No, that's not that.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
And so we just try to, keep it even.
There's a
Keep
standard.
it even, guys.
Yeah, keep it even. And then we did do Met at the house, early in the season. Yeah, so we did the Met Grill at my house, which was fun.
Shout out
They
to Jim Rowe.
Yeah,
Rowe
they
hooking
came
it up.
over and did the Met. That was cool.
I love the Met.
Yeah, that's a good place. We go there after every game.
Yeah, it's a great spot. Now I want to introduce kind of a new segment here to Danger Talk.
Okay, what
called
we
What's
got?
Hot. Our man Henry each week. Shout out to Henry.
Look at this guy.
Woo,
Look at this guy.
he's got the drip.
He's wearing the
turtle
Goodman
drip.
brand turtleneck and the jacket, the pants. Are you Goodman brand head to toe, Henry?
Pretty much.
Everything but the shoes. The shoes may be even the best part. Looking clean, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah, look at this guy.
So each week, Henry does a great job with keeping our West to East crew up to date with what's going on. So he
does. He sends a what's hot.
Yeah, what's hot email with kind of just the trends of what's going on in politics and sports and entertainment and tech. So I kind of want to bring some of that to our Danger Talk podcast today. So Justin's here, obviously, so we can get kind of his.
Henry, how much time we got here, Henry?
We got like 5 minutes.
We got 5 minutes. You got the sign. Oh, he's got the 5 minute warning.
Oh, there
sign.
we go.
There it is, ladies
Let's
and gentlemen.
go.
5 minute Henry.
So what's hot? Big day today. We've got the World Series starting tonight, and the NBA starts back tonight.
NBA Lakers versus the Clippers.
All right.
It's gonna be a good one.
So
And the Lakers gonna win tonight.
Lakers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lakers. I got
Okay.
the Lakers.
You got to pick?
I mean, no.
No.
Come on, man. You gotta throw somebody in there.
If he can go with the Lakers, then I'll go with the Clippers.
Okay.
all right.
There we go. A little friendly wager here. In the World Series, we've got. He picked the Astros. Justin picked the Astros.
I'm picking Astros too. I'm picking Astros. They beat my Yanks. So
Yeah, that was a pretty. I mean, it was a fortunate loss, but that was an epic baseball.
I gotta go back, man. I gotta
crazy.
pick the Lakers.
Lakers.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just thinking about the highlights I've seen. I haven't seen any Clippers highlights, so they must not be.
once you
doing
throw your
as
answer out there,
flashy
bro,
as-
you can't go back. This is like,
There's no
what's
take
hot,
backs.
like, you know.
No,
Okay,
hit the
fine.
backspace.
All right, give him. You got one back. Go back call. Okay.
Okay. We'll
Keep
give
it
to
going.
you.
What
We'll
else
give
we
you-
got?
So we got the Sounders.
Sounders.
Shout out to the Sounders. Jordan Morris scored the hat trick.
I know that
on
was
Sunday.
nuts. That was crazy. He played a great game. He's been playing great all year. He's
Yeah.
been exceptional. He's been arguably our best player. So it's cool watching him, getting to know him. He comes to the Bible study sometimes too.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Athlete Bible study. So it's cool. It's fun watching the ball.
They got a big game tomorrow, Wednesday, against Real Salt Lake. So let's hope they can.
We gotta get it. Let's
we all
go
know
Sounders.
the picks here, but we got to keep it
Yeah,
rolling.
that's
Give them
easy.
some love.
Sounders. Your pick? Sounders. Don't even say it. Yeah, Sounders. That's it.
And then I don't know if you guys saw, it was a little bit of controversy this morning where Michael Jordan did not call Steph Curry a Hall of Famer. I don't know if you guys saw that on an interview
not
with
see
the
that.
Today Show.
Did not see
So that was quite the hot take on the press this morning.
Well,
So
Michael is definitely a Hall of Famer, and Steph is definitely a Hall of Famer.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that as well.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I wish I could play point guard and shoot like that.
I mean, you kind of do, just on different,
Yeah.
different field. But
Yeah.
I wish I could dribble.
me too. I can't dribble either. So that's what we got for what's hot today. I don't know if you've seen anything else that's hot.
Well,
that's you.
who was the number one song you sent today, Henry?
Travis Scott,
Travis Scott was number one, right? And which song was it?
highest in the room.
Highest in the Room.
Highest
Okay,
in the
yeah. So we gotta download that. Make sure you listen to that. That's the number one song. So yeah, Henry handles all that for us. He sends what's hot to the West East and BME crew. It's pretty cool. We've been doing that.
Danger
for,
Talk is not the number one podcast yet, but
Yeah,
we're working on it.
We're working on it. We're
working
building it
on
up. Let's go. Keep listening. So yeah, it's been cool.
Okay. Well, you guys are heading off to Atlanta. I know you're about to get to your meetings here. Any final thoughts on the game this week before you guys get out of here?
Yeah, we want to have a comeback. We want to have a great comeback to this week. And it starts with practice. It starts with the process. So hopefully a whole bunch of fans are coming to Atlanta. I know you guys always roll deep when we hit the road. On the road again. It's Johnny Cash, right? Is that right, Johnny Cash?
Yeah,
I think so.
You guys have been pretty good on the road too, so
Yeah,
let's look to keep it rolling.
So yeah, we're excited about this time and where we're at. 5-2. We're in a good place. We could honestly be 7-0 if we did a couple things here and there better, but we are where we are, and we are headed where we're going, and we're focused on this moment this week and just being in the now and just being right here in the present moment of trying to have a great week. So I had to head to this meeting, learn some stuff, and figure out how to hopefully come up with a huge W. So we're excited about it.
Let's go. Justin, any closing remarks? Thanks for coming on Danger Talk.
Yeah, man. Thanks for joining us,
I
bro.
appreciate you, man. Just stay with the process, trust it, and we're going to be all right.
Yeah.
We're going to be all right. We're hungry. We're still hungry.
Shout out to my guy, Justin Britt. One of the best centers in the league, hands down.
Appreciate that.
One of the best dads I know. Husband's just a great leader, person. Good soul. You're talking about somebody with a good soul.
Yeah.
This guy's got a good soul, so it's an honor to do it with you every day, to play with you, and to work with you every day. Truly, it's an honor. So it's great. Thank you for coming on the podcast, man. Danger
Likewise,
Talk,
man.
Yeah, man, it's fun, bro. We got to do it
Appreciate you,
again for sure.
Danger Talk.
One and only Daniel Mogg, co-host, my man, the guy. Got Henry in the corner over here, turtleneck guy, looking clean and suave. But it's been fun, and shout out to the West East team, always putting it together, production team. You guys are amazing. Keep it going. Let's keep it going. Daniel Mogg, thank you, man. It's always a pleasure,
of course.
brother.
Thanks for always the time. As always, Danger Talk, Season 3, Episode 7. We're out. On to the Falcons.
We'll see you guys.
Safe
ATL,
travels.
We head to your way.
Let's go. So that concludes our main segment of Danger Talk. But before the show happened, I got to catch up with Justin a little bit, and he answered some of your fan questions. Justin, we're excited to chat with you, catch up. We got a lot of fan questions from Instagram.
I'm excited to answer these
Hit you
questions.
with some of these questions.
Let's do it.
The first question would be, any tips for young high school O-linemen or centers?
My tip I would give to them is to be a multi-sport athlete.
Okay.
If you're O-lineman, you should wrestle.
Yeah, because you did wrestling, right?
yeah.
In high school?
I think it really helps you with leverage, and just playing sports year round just builds your competitiveness.
Yeah.
And that's what you need. But if you're thinking about centers and you're having trouble with your snap, it always helps me when I grab the ball to look between my legs and see the quarterback, so I can just have a mental picture of where his stomach is, and that's kind of my aiming point, if you will.
How does it work maybe for like the broader football fan? I know I see it on the games, like on the road. Obviously, it's loud. The left guard will tap you, right? And then how does like that whole system work? I think I've always been kind of interested because it's these NFL stadiums, it gets pretty loud.
Yeah, without giving up our
Too much. Yeah, don't give away too much, but just
yeah.
the basic of like how it works.
I mean, what you see on TV and obvious is, Russ will lift his leg, and that'll be kind of the indicator, and then the left guard will tap me, and then it's kind of up to me to do the cadence from there. But I mean, it's not that hard. You got to practice it, and the biggest thing with the weight game is just your nonverbal hand communication, and that's one of them. So
Okay. We've got this one's from A. Gunderson. What's the inspiration behind your sleeve tattoo?
Well, there's a lot of things that play into that. On the top of my shoulder, I got Michael's, the protector of heaven.
Okay. The angel, right?
Yeah. And I'm a protector professionally, and having a family and kids.
too,
So
two young kids.
that played into that, and then from there I got trees. Ironically, after my rookie year being up here, some trees in my forearm with some mountains. So obviously, the Seattle has played a key part in my life and changing my life forever. So we'll remember that. But there's some things in there that mean a lot to me, and it was a process.
Was it a work in progress? I assume took a couple sessions to get all that done.
Yeah, I mean, I did the shoulder in college, and that was about an 8-hour session, maybe 2 of them, and then the rest of the sleeve was about 3 other sessions, about 6-7 hours each. So.
Do you guys practice blocking for when Russ scrambles?
Sure. You have to get that feel of the defensive lineman separating, running sideways, and and you got to get the feel of letting go so you don't get a holding penalty. So we definitely practice
It, yeah. This from Zook Mook. If you could play any other position, what would you play?
I'd definitely be long snapper or a punter.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Can you punt?
I can punt. I like to think I can.
Okay.
I punt every pregame, but yeah, I mean, my job's probably the most physical one that we have on the team. So
Yeah.
I'd love to go from that to the least physical job on the team. So if I could choose, that'd definitely be it.
Have you ever got in a punting competition with Michael Dixon?
No, I can't beat him. No,
He's pretty good.
He's one of the best. Yeah.
He's pretty good. Who's your favorite artist? What are you listening to right now? Here's another one from Jazzy Jace.
Well, we hit a couple genres here.
Okay. Because you're from Missouri, right? Are you
Yeah.
a big country guy
Yeah.
or
I like country. I'm into Kane Brown right now and
Kane
Chris
Brown.
Stapleton.
Chris Stapleton's amazing.
Rap, I like Kevin Gates. I like Drake, but I mean, there's
I saw you're a big Boosie guy too. Is that-
Boosie.
Yeah.
I like Crazy. I like listening to that on game day.
That's your game day jam.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like listening to that on game day. I kind of bounce around, you know. I'm a huge Nipsey fan. I mean, go on and on. I thought Little Skies has some good songs. Love Post Malone.
So you're you're a big
As long as it's not like screamo music,
You're good.
I can listen
you're
to it.
vibing.
Yeah.
Who this one's pretty funny. This is from Hunter Burns. Said, besides you, who's the best wrestler on the team?
That's tough. Sweezy's gone. I don't know. I'll accept all the challenges.
I would love to see that.
I'll accept challenges. I think any of the old linemen we got would be pretty stellar.
Be
at
pretty
wrestling.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then how was that for you? You've kind of transitioned to being,
Yeah.
kind of the lead guy on the line. How was that kind of going from mentoring to now mentoring some of the younger guys?
It's kind of crazy, and I feel like it happened pretty quick.
Yeah, it did.
I feel like sometimes I'm like 10 plus years in. But especially with Dwayne not playing at the moment. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy because I remember asking Russ and Max questions that I'm getting asked today, and
Really?
and it's pretty cool to have the answers for the young guys. But yeah, I mean, it went by so quick. It's definitely a privilege
Yeah.
to still be here and be able to do it.
Absolutely. You got any good Coach Solari stories for us? Without giving away too much, obviously.
Not really. I mean, we're pretty professional, you know.
Yeah.
Football.
Get it done.
24/7.
Okay. We love that. So Justin's got to get to his meeting here, but wanted to chat with him for a few. And thanks for stopping by. Best of luck versus the
It's a pleasure,
Falcons
man.
this weekend back in Georgia. And thank you guys so much for listening to Danger Talk. We'll see you guys next week.